Hi everybody, it's Alexanis and today I'm gonna review for you the brand new Babolat Pure Drive 2025. Let's go. So Babolat just released today the new Pure Drive, and so what is new with that new Pure Drive? So while the racket remains pretty much the same, they have improved the comfort, because we all know that the Pure Drive is a great racket. It's been used for like much time, like since 1994, and the only complaint that people have with this racket is the stiffness. The previous version was 71 RA and now it's 66 RA, so a bit more comfortable, and it's due to the NF Square or NF2 technology that was already present in the Aero line and in the Pure Strike line. So this technology is now implemented into the Pure Drive racket. So in terms of specs, it's a classic, so 100 square inch head size with a 16 by 19 string pattern, and you have an unstrung weight of 300 grams. So without further ado, let's go on the court. This racket was strung at tennis zone with head hawk touch at 52. If you're looking to buy some tennis products online, then I have a great news for you. You can use the code ALEXTENNIS to have 10% off your next purchase on Tennis Zone. Thanks to them for making this video possible, and let's go back. On the court with the Babolat Pure Drive 2025, the first thing that I felt was obviously the heavy pace that you can put from the baseline, but that was to be expected. Now, what's new with that model? So the NF Square technology changed a bit the feel. That's not too much, but changed a bit the feel. And let me put it that way to explain it. So before, when you were playing with a Pure Drive, you were feeling like the ball was entering your string band and going out immediately. You didn't have the time to react to it, and a lot of people liked it. Now you feel like you have a bit more time with the ball in the string bed, so you feel like the upper hoop absorb a bit more the ball and is not releasing the ball immediately, so you have a bit more time to take the feel of the ball, and so that's why the feel is improved in my opinion. Where it makes a big difference is definitely at the net, because before you were forced to go with a heavy volley, now you can go with a small drop shot and you feel a bit more the ball, so that's a lot better. At the serve, you can go with a heavy flat serve. That's obviously great, but I feel like the feel improves also the slice, because it makes you feel a bit more the string, and that's not due to the hawk touch, obviously. Where it doesn't really shine is at the kick. I just felt like it was a bit tough for me to create that kick, but that might just be due to the string that I was using during that test. But overall, it's still a Pure Drive, still the great DNA. So I thought that this racket was a real improvement, but I'll have to say that yes, some of you might be disappointed by the improvement of this racket, and some of you probably will enjoy it and claim that this Pure Drive is probably the best Pure Drive ever made. And the reason why is the new feel. So you still have the power of the Pure Drive, you still have that general, type of power combined with a bit of spin and stability, but you now have a more modern racket because it's definitely more flexible. And don't get me wrong, it's still quite stiff, not that much, but it's still on the stiff side for a modern racket, but it's not an issue anymore like it was when it was a 71 RA. So definitely an improvement for me. But like I said, if you were a fan of the Pure Drive due to the stiffness, then it might be an issue for you. For the rest, it plays pretty much the same way as the other version. So if you're using the other version and you're like, I want to have a bit more of a flexible racket, then this racket is going to be perfect for you. In terms of control, this is definitely not where this racket shines. And actually, I felt like, yes, this racket is stable, so improving a bit the stability is obviously a good thing for control, because you have a better feel of where the ball is, but it's definitely not a control-oriented racket, so I'll have to go with 5 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's definitely not what we're expecting with a Pure Drive. In terms of power, it's obviously really, really good. And, the thing that I'll have to maybe try this racket a bit more before I'm gonna be able to tell you is, is this racket a bit less powerful because of the RA? I think just a bit, but not that much. Obviously, it's still an incredibly powerful racket, but might be a bit less powerful because the racket is a bit more flexible when you're hitting, so you don't have that same impact when you're hitting the ball. In terms of feel, I feel like this racket is a big improvement for me personally, like I've talked earlier. So I'll have to go with 8 out of 10. For me now, this racket is now open to a bigger audience, and I know it may sound weird because this racket is one of the most popular rackets on the market, but there might be some people that weren't used to play with a Pure Drive that will make the switch due to the new feel of this Pure Drive 2025. In terms of spin, it's nothing incredible, but still usable. So, you know, I feel like it's probably the same way as the 2021 version and all the other version. So I'll have to go with 6 out of 10. So here's the overall rating. Finally, I would recommend this racket to every user of the older generation of the Pure Drive, obviously, that want to have a more comfortable racket, want to feel that the racket respond a bit more to where the ball hits, so you feel like it's a bit more flexible and so you know where the ball is in the string bed. And I also recommend this racket to people who are playing a lot from the baseline and want to have a lot of pace from the baseline. That's the biggest thing. This racket is obviously great to make some big serves, so all of you that are aggressive player, that's definitely a racket to try. Again, thanks to Tennis Zone for letting me try this racket. Without them, it would not have been possible. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.